Hello, everybody, and I think I'm on time tonight. Even though Carrie wants to buy me a watch, I mean, I'll happily accept the gift of a watch, but I think I'm here on time. Yeah, that might be. I just need a new string. Well, first, let me put in case somebody wants to come up and talk rather than type. I will put the link out there, and I will remember to star it. So in case somebody wants to come up. So, like I said in the text, I have a couple of different little topics, or if something else interests people more, uh, we can talk about swatting, or we can talk about the latest Cholito drama. And hey, Con. Hey, Aisha. Boo. Hey, Carrie. Hey, everybody. Why boo? What did I do? Who else is here? Cap is here. Hey, Cap. And ZXL Master. And Surrender Monkey. Hey, everybody. Gang's all here. Anybody have a preference? You did not learn the French? Well, that's okay. Je ne parle pas français. Except for où à la toilette. Oh, well, you guys always make me jump when you come on. So if nobody has a preference, I guess we can I am very ashamed. And I mean, I should have known I couldn't hide it from the jelly god forever. Uh, yeah, the problem is, Aisha, I know how to say "où est la toilette," but I don't know. I wouldn't be able to comprehend the response. And I also know a joke that only works if you know Danish and French, so uh, wouldn't work for this crowd, I don't think. But if there's no preference, I guess we can start on the latest De Castro news I've come across, if that is of most interest to people. It's interesting to me because it looks like it's a slap fight between um, a person I can't stand and a person I don't understand the appeal of. So maybe some of you can explain it to me. But let's see. Let's share the screen. And let me know if that pinned link doesn't work, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And let me know if everything drops off, because like I said, my connection is not cooperating very well tonight. Share. Share. So I saw a comment 5 in the afternoon. So it's after you're over. I don't know where people are. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to figure it out. Whenever I think of, I remember, and no, it turns out I'm wrong. All right. So there's the swatting page that I pulled up because I had a swatting article that popped up. Oh, I thought it was morning down there. Oh, okay. Ah, so you've heard of this. Yes, the beer bullshitter and the meth bullshitter. Um, I'm not, you know, Dr. Dave, beer professor and debunker of frauditors. He has a channel. He's got 84,000 subscribers and 3.1 thousand videos. So I guess I can't really throw rocks at the guy because he is clearly a more successful YouTuber than I. But apparently, he has been the target of frivolous strikes from Chilito, or so he claims. Let me see if I can find the community post. I forget where I first saw mention of this, or I would, give that person credit. Uh, don't know who this goat boy person is that he goes on about. Well, my problem with him, uh, so Carrie and conspiracy aren't the best of friends, I guess. um, so apparently, Dr. Dave here got a couple of copyright strikes from Mr. DeCastro and was unable to post for 2 weeks. Actually, that could be where I came across it. Um, yeah, that could be. I occasionally watch Frauditor Troll, and occasionally, oh, that is Frauditor. Yeah, Frauditor Troll, the guy that has a little cartoon. Oh, Dr. Dave. Yeah, he is definitely a jerk. My problem with when I try watching his videos, they're all the same. Hey, let's take this clip from this dumb auditor and let's level the same insults against him that I've leveled in 3 other videos, and not really tailoring it toward what's going on the screen or anything like that. So I didn't find him very interesting. So I haven't really looked at him for quite a long time. But apparently he got knocked offline for 2 weeks because Jose Maria de Castro made false copyright strikes. Now he's saying that he shall file a lawsuit against Chile for wrongful loss of income. He shall work with his YouTube advisory and partner manager to terminate Chile's channel. And this only 2 points. Okay. I'm not the only channel he has done this to, but I will be the last channel he strikes. Stay tuned, folks. He kind of sounds a little bit like Chili here, and he has 148 comments on this post. It was made 2 days ago. Uh, everybody's cheering him on. So I can only assume that whatever De Castro struck is back up. Yeah, I guess they do a class action, but what does he have to get? And yeah, my mermaid bite is still very much obvious. Where's my mermaid bite? There, yep, my mermaid bite. You can still see it. Uh, so what did he do to incur the wrath of the little big man? Can I pick that out easily? Well, here's a beer review. Here's Lake Erie footage. Uh, really? DeCastro didn't strike him? Or he's just blowing smoke about wanting to file a lawsuit? Yeah, I tried to do a First Amendment audit of the Mermaid Museum, and they attacked me. The mermaids did. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so this is 1 day ago. Well, I guess he hasn't been knocked offline, even though he said he had been, because he looks like he's been posting. Oh wait, no, 2 days. So Hello, Dan.
You?
I have not researched this at all. I just found this and hopped on. Well, I found it this morning. But yeah, he is being spiteful and he's an asshole. Chilito is an asshole. And he could sue me for defamation if he likes. I don't care. Um,
Now, the big problem with Dr. Dave's stuff and how you can tell it's a lie is what he says about YouTube.
but working with his account manager?
Yep. YouTube will not take sides in petty squabbles between YouTube creators. It's a bad business model.
Whoops. Well, I was trying to get this big and me small, but there we go. Um, yeah, I would think so. But you have to file something, right? I mean, a counterclaim for the strike.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that what he's? Well, no, he says outright he's going to work with them to try to get his channel terminated. And
Yep.
you're saying it's not possible, and I would have to agree that doesn't make a lot of sense. Um,
Especially not with, from what is YouTube's point of view, two small channels.
right. Yeah, I mean, we've got, as I said, well, compared to mine, this is huge, but 84,000 subscribers isn't much in the on the YouTube global scale that they're looking at. I mean, let's see. Uh, since this is the guy I keep hearing people be compared to, let me see. Mr. Beast. Never watch any of his stuff, but yeah. Uh, 153 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's somebody they probably care a little bit about.
Oh, they definitely care about Mr. Beast.
Yeah. And let's see, what does it say? Cheat gets followers in place. It's difficult to pinpoint how big their channels actually are. And then Christopher O'Connor says there's a thing about Dr. Dave purchasing subs and maybe trying to puff himself up and embellish his contacts. Yeah, that could be. I'm not seeing what it is that would have gotten DeCastro's panties in a knot, though. Maybe that video is still down. That's a shame. Well, or maybe it's a very old one. It assumed to be a recent thing.
I mean, YouTube aren't seriously not going to care about you when there are dog channels bigger than you.
Yep. And plus, this is, I mean, all of the things I'm seeing out of DeCastro and some of these fights, it is, I can't even say it's high school level stuff. It's grade school level stuff, some of the things. But I'm curious to see what it is that, well, let's go back 2 weeks, I guess.
I mean, there was the whole thing where Dr. Dave accidentally showed an email receipt from buying subs on his live stream.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here they're talking about that. Dr. Dave outed himself, accidentally showed his email on a live stream. He has a receipt for bought subs. Oh, that's brilliant.
Plus, there's the simple fact of, really? Dr. Dave is a racist nutjob with guns. Who really gives a shit?
Yeah, like I said, I've watched a couple of them, and actually, just even looking at these, it all seems to be the same insults and the same approach. Uh, Again, I'm just like I said, I'm curious to see what.
I think it's more about Dr. Dave trying to find some relevancy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not finding whatever video set off the law scholar.
there's a much more interesting thing that you may not have realized going on with Chile right now.
Oh yeah, do tell.
You know, he's right now obsessing with News Now Omaha.
Yeah.
You know News Now Omaha. You've looked into him
Yes.
under his other identity.
Yep. The passport bro.
Yep.
Yep. Uh,
Plus, there was the bigger thing last night of Chile deciding to lose what little of his brain power he had left and come out with the N word.
really?
Yep. On a live stream. And then try and couch it into historical terms into the 1960s.
Oh, speaking of News Now Omaha, there's Floyd right there on Dr. Dave's page. So, wow. Okay. You know what? Maybe that's a little more interesting to look at then. Although you guys are covering that tomorrow, I assume.
Not so much, no. Tomorrow, we're going to be really upsetting a lot of people by pointing out some truly horrendous things that people in the anti-frauditor community have been doing.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Huh.
Things that if the frauditors were doing, everyone would be calling for a lynch party.
Huh. So let's see. News Now Omaha. This is. Wait, he got arrested again, or is this him just milking that same event?
It's him milking the same thing,
Okay.
but I'm trying to think where it was. I think it's about somewhere between a third and a half of the way in.
All right. Well, let's see if we can find it before he takes it down or does something to hide it. Let's see here. Let's make this bigger. Because the side chat are just all of his little sycophants because he deletes folks. So is it a voiceover or is it we see
Yeah,
it?
he's on screen when he does it.
Oh, he is? Okay. Well, how long does this thing run for? Okay, an hour and a half. So let's go here and see what we get. Well, that is a whole argument with the police only exist to go after black people. Is that where it comes up?
Yeah,
That nonsense.
it's
We're definitely going to want to watch this.
Okay. Let's see. Surrender Monkey. Oh, he has something about Dr. Dave to say. So yes, what everybody's just seen is the audience determines what we're going to talk about, and I couldn't find the Cholito video on Dave's page, so we moved on to something else. Let's see if we can get hear Cholito be the moron that he is.
We definitely want to hear this audio.
Is it around here, Dan?
Okay.
what's he
Yeah,
talking about?
Okay, I got it. So good.
Let's see.
So let me show you guys, and we're going to go to the.
So this is Floyd walking up to the gate. This is the beginning of Floyd's tape, I believe.
So this is the substation right here where Floyd was. See this right here? This is the exact same place Floyd and I went to. So this is the little side panel.
Okay.
He's got a mask on.
Oh, this is good for me to see this kid actually, because I swear he's yes, he got a hell of a lot closer. He's a lot closer than Chili got.
Oh yeah.
He didn't. But he didn't come back there, did he? Put a one in the chat if he did not go back there. Put a
No,
one in the chat if he did not go past the gate.
he backed up. He did.
Yeah, it says so. It says so.
I mean, yeah, he backed up when the gate started to close. or when the guy got out of the car, I think more specifically. But so this about this where it says the N word, or further in.
He's going off on a rant about Terry versus Ohio.
Huh, okay. Well, let's see. You know, if he was a real scholar, he'd put in chapter breaks in his videos. Let's see.
Him, I was here exercising my First Amendment right to film. Now the cops are all extraordinarily familiar with what the term is, a First Amendment auditor. Okay, at this point, it's time to take Floyd out of the torture cuffs and say, you trolled us, you got us, we reacted, I pointed my gun at you. You could probably bring a suit for pointing my gun, but
No.
you know, the judge with you running around with a mask, he probably doesn't have a case. Could they say they're reasonably articulable suspicion? Sure, that he's
I found it.
gonna get a.
It's just under 15 minutes in.
Oh, so it's way back here. Okay. So it says he's doing his initial lead up. And this is of course where he said he didn't recognize them as police. The impression I got when he was trying to explain to Chili what happened, but let's see. So right around here somewhere.
Yeah, Chili will come back up on screen and.
Middle initial L, last name W, A, L, L, A, C, E. December 17, 1995. Because you pulled a weapon on me. I'm gonna give you my stuff. You got everything to identify me, bro. Run it. Run it. Run it to NCIC. You got to run it to NCIC. Have you been arrested before? You never know these days, right? Like you said.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, he did get tased in Florida. Oh, Floyd.
Yeah. One of his, in response to one of his, I'm going to scratch my back moves, if memory serves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you? Let me pause it. I can hear it a little bit. The sound is bad for me too. But what the cop said right there is he said, "You will do what I tell you to do, or you will go to jail." I'm going to run it back. I
That's
can
how it
hear it
works.
just barely as good as you guys can. That's why I turn the captions on. But let me tell you what the copper says, and I'll tell you what he says as he says it.
I want to get on my phone. I want my phone. You violate, do what I tell you to do, you're going to go to jail.
If you don't do what I tell you to do, you're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the lesson that Toledo learned a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, poor naive Steve. You think Chilito's capable of learning a lesson?
I believe in him.
I mean, they could repeat that every day for the next 1,000 years. He still would not learn a lesson.
Yeah, I'm afraid that you are correct. Oh, but this is the exact same thing where do this simple ABC and everybody will move on with their day. And I don't know. I'm curious to see whether that officer actually had his gun pointed at him or just had it drawn. Because I've had guns drawn on me by police officers, and the first time it happened, I was very rattled. I was talking to them afterwards, and I said I said I was rattled because you pointed your guns at me, and the sergeant on scene said no, the guns were out, but they were not aimed at you. And I thought about it, and I had to agree with him that yeah, they were all in low draw positions basically, but they were still out. And
having the guns out and drawn at you will certainly make you pay attention and wake up real fast.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I had no idea what was going on, and I was initially just, nervous and a little irritated, and then I saw the guns, and then the irritation went away, and it kind of, for me, that was okay. I'm now going to focus 100%. I'm going to make sure that I'm answering clearly, and that we're all going to walk away from this. Um, but everything I see these people do is the exact opposite of what the smart thing is, and I'm sure Christopher's friend's brother would have said something very similar. Just, I mean, they have other things to do with their day than mess with idiots and have their time wasted. And they don't want to arrest you. Too much paperwork, especially if the jail doesn't want to take the person as they bring them in.
You're violating.
And so because Martin McFadden
Here we go. This is the lead up to it. That Martin McFadden bit.
You're violating my First Amendment rights. Well, all I know is that we have a reasonable, articulable.
Oh, this is where he tries to cite Terry and doesn't know.
So let me jump in here for a second. Martin McFadden, during Halloween Day in 1963, saw John Terry downtown Cleveland on Euclid Street and decided that his presence was suspicious because we may have desegregated in 1954, but that really didn't happen. And Negroes is what they were labeled.
There you go.
In 1963, weren't allowed to be hanging around downtown, especially on Euclid Avenue. If you do your research, you'll know what I'm saying is true. And
well, I guess he didn't quite use the N-word, but close enough.
Put it this way, Steve. Would you go into a bar full of black people and use that word and expect to get out alive?
No, I would not.
That's how you know you crossed the line.
And that's a goofy thing for him to say, even because although he's playing his script that everything is racist, every law is racist, everything the police do is racist, and it's all against the black people. And I've been trying to figure it out because his last attempt to say, "I am the great white savior, come rally around me, black people," blew up in his face so badly that he left whatever that service was.
TikTok.
TikTok, yes. And he's back to that script, it seems like.
Yeah.
So, okay, I stand corrected. He does
I
not.
think there's a reason he threw it in, though.
Well, yeah, because he's saying that. Well, I'm imagining he's assuming because last time he was covering this, he was all on about they weren't arresting him because he's white and Floyd's black, and therefore they were being racist against Floyd. Where the truth of the matter is, he wasn't. He was behaving like an asshole, but not a lunatic. That's at least my reading of it.
Well, you see, at the moment, he's been very pro-Floyd, very much enjoying the fact he's actually got a black friend. However, most of the audience he's been building up are right-wing racists of Sits. Those two things don't sit well together.
I can see that.
I think he may have been throwing a little bit of red meat to his base.
Oh, with the Negro thing?
Yep.
Now I did it. Huh. Interesting. But News Now Omaha, though. Well, no, I guess he's not really a soft sit. He's just a loony First Amendment auditor, isn't he? Uh,
News Now Omaha has bounced around a lot of the auditing community. He tries to latch onto any of the bigger names. He's done this with quite a few other auditors. This is not a new thing where he's playing the secondary role.
yeah, I was actually amazed how much that he didn't turn his back on the whole thing earlier. Because actually, it was the second time I saw him out there on a video was when uh, they call him PayPal Patty. I don't know what his actual name is, but him and whoever that was he was working with, they, I mean, Floyd was the sort of sideshow there, and they set him up. I mean, he voluntarily put himself in danger for their benefit. It seemed to me,
Yeah,
in that tape, and
this has happened quite a few times with Floyd and other auditors.
yeah, I mean, he took all the risks, and they just sat back. Oh, Sue Bear is here. Hey, Sue Bear.
Not dead.
That is good to know. Or it's a very convincing AI. Hopefully, you're feeling better than just not dead. I hope.
In some ways, in other ways, I'm really pissed off
Really pissed
with
off.
the conduct of certain people who should know better. Has really been annoying me.
Oh, this thing you guys are covering tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I wonder. I might have been on the same. Now, where I saw somebody putting out a statement, or maybe it was in the video. The problem is that so much of this runs in the background as statics. I'm doing other things that I'm not entirely sure where I get things from. But somebody was like putting out a cry for cooperation and peaceful coexistence among the anti-frauditors. So I wonder if there's someone that has wind of what you guys are doing, or is involved is what you're doing, is trying to put out some fires.
Very much so. Whilst trying to skirt out of the fact that they were running the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, I better hope for quiet evening tomorrow, um, so I can listen to that. I mean, I will admit, again, I'm on the fringes of all of this because the it was just again Chile's anti-free speech antics, and the fact that that seems to be spreading to other of these jackasses. Um, so I'm not familiar with really the players. Uh, and
Certain people took things way beyond YouTube and were starting to do things in real life.
so there's truth to the nonsense coming out of Jeremiah's mouth.
Yes, a lot more than we all thought.
Oh,
As
wow.
much
Okay.
as I am loath to say that.
Huh. Wow, that almost sort of ties in with the second in my mind. I mean, the way I
Yeah.
was thinking about that whole swatting thing that I came across, because an article popped up on my when I log into the computer, I get this page with random news articles on it, and one of them was about a guy that was swatted in like mid broadcast he was doing, and I'm thinking to myself, who does that? Why would you want to do that? And I guess now you're telling me that frauditors are stupid. What they do is stupid. But to, I don't know if it was swatting what was going on, but do anything like that out in the real world, that's being as dumb as they are.
Or it's been dumber. Think about it this way. You take someone who is mentally unstable as Jeremetha is. Under what circumstances would you think it was a good idea to put him in a large pressure cooker?
Yeah.
They didn't consider what the possibilities of this were. Of what exactly happens if he snaps?
Yep.
What if it's true that he has a gun?
Well,
You get him so paranoid that some guy delivering a pizza knocks on his door.
and same thing with this knucklehead that's on the screen. Well, not me, the other knucklehead. Chili there, that whole thing with him pulling a gun on a janitor, whatever it was that he did because he was feeling all worked up and paranoid.
Yeah.
I mean, we can tell this from listening to them that if they're unbalanced, and you're absolutely right, or they feel that they already feel persecuted, whether they really are or not.
Yeah.
And frankly, they're not. Whatever persecution, well, this guy here, the persecution that he feels he's under, he does to himself. But if you're telling me that people seriously were doing what Chili and Jeremiah were claiming, okay,
Some
then
of it.
that's no good.
Some of it a lot worse. Like literally having people outside his hotel door room.
Wow. Okay.
But of course, all in the name of protecting a 5-year-old.
Making somebody like that feel more paranoid and besieged is not the way to protect the 5-year-old. That's the opposite.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I mean, when he made that, because I think you guys were commenting on one of his streams tonight, he was saying that people were outside his hotel room. I was kind of laughing at him and said, I grew up in hotels to a large extent, and there's always somebody outside your window in your hotel room. There's always people about. I thought he was being ridiculous and stupid.
So
But
did we. Who wouldn't? If someone randomly told you this, you'd be like, yeah, whatever.
yeah. Wow. Wow. I'm that 3:30. Well, my time is 3:30. Your show starts. Same time, same bat time, same bat channel, basically.
Yep.
All right.
We're being joined by one or two special guests as well.
Very cool. So, wow. Now I'm just kind of reviewing all the crazy stuff what I've assumed has been crazy stuff. Say there's no way people would well, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. There is that there's nutty people on the sort of anti-frauditor side, just like there's nutty people on the frauditor side. I guess I shouldn't be shocked. And I guess I shouldn't be shocked that there are people that are quote anti-frauditor that are unable to draw to recognize there's a line and one shouldn't cross that line. Uh, I mean, it's
Well, I got wind of it on Friday. What was actually going on? All of it.
somebody.
I spent Friday evening going, it can't be true. Then Saturday and Sunday, I've spent double checking, also reaching out to people to see if there's anything they wanted to say. And to my surprise, not really my surprise, that statement was put out where it was just self-serving bullshit.
Hmm. Okay.
And how what great patriots they were, and how they'd been struggling with this for a while. It's like, no, you lying little shits. You struggled with it when you found out I knew what was going on, and I told you I was coming for you.
Yeah. That is a statement I saw, because the Patriot thing made me scratch my head. I thought that was a weird thing to bring up. Um,
It's supposed to make me leave it alone
huh.
because of being a foreigner.
I think the. All right, this might be an overstatement here, but I think the morality of this issue is something that is not just an American thing or United Kingdom thing. It's something that we should all be concerned about. Uh,
Well, I struggled with the question in my head was, how can I sit here and go at Chile and go at the others for the crap they pull if I'm prepared to ignore what these people are doing, which is every bit as bad?
yeah, yeah, no, that, I'm 100% on that one. Uh, with you guys, I mean, it's if you are, yeah, you're gonna throw rocks at people on the other side. Well, no, that's why I've said it before. When I do those political posts and streams, I try to throw rocks at all directions. At one point or another, I will throw a rock at the right wingers. I'll throw a rock at the left wingers because I disagree with all the sides. If people are being jackasses, like it sounds, if they have been doing, yeah, if they have been behaving like these guys, that's unacceptable. Um, wow, I'm gonna look forward to seeing what you guys have. I mean, you've got emails and stuff, or well, you got
Oh,
guests, you have interviews that you're gonna be doing. It sounds like, yeah.
emails, the whole hidden Discord, the whole revenge porn they were sharing amongst each other, the whole thing with their hit list they had of 6 people in total they wanted to go after doing this same crap.
Uh,
Jerematha was only the first name on the list. There were 5 other names on that list.
huh. And so hitless in the sense they were gonna send, people are gonna be outside their houses and stuff.
Hit list in the same sense as Nixon's enemies list.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay.
And the lovely messages telling me, of course, to keep my mouth shut.
Wow.
Because, yeah, that shows how well they'd read this situation that they thought those would work.
Um, when I well, I haven't got one of those in a few years, but back when I did, I would generally write the person back, "May I publish this?" And usually they wouldn't respond because it was usually via email. And sometimes I just put it up there on the blog or wherever anyway. Because, yeah, I mean, does that ever work? Because,
Nope.
and no, I mean, and especially the way you guys talk, it's like I've said, I mean, part of it's shtick, part of it's the act. But when you're being serious, you're being quite serious, and the general vibe is, um, the general vibe is, if I were to say, write an email and said, "Hey Dan, you better not reveal this shit, or I'm gonna copyright strike you," or what, I don't know what threat they would be, but you would put that out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, the threats were a lot more personal and specific.
Jeez. You know, people. Well, yeah, Sue Bear. She has the right of it, I think. Um, telling a
Pretty
lot.
much, Suber.
Yeah. Well, and for me, again, the used to have that festering ball of hate sign on my office. You tell me to shut up, or you tell friends of mine to shut up, or threaten people. I'm more than likely, I'm more than likely to do what I can to speak up about what you're doing and how you're being, what sort of asshole you're being. You and the general you here. I mean, so if those people. Uh, um. Well, I guess I'll wait. I don't want to spoil the broadcast, but
No, it's fine. You can mention it. You figured it out. You can mention it. I ain't bothered.
well, I'd have to make sure I'm remembering correctly who it is. Um,
It's got 2 initials to the name.
yeah, let me make sure. Let me just double check, make sure I've got this right. Because, like I said, I picked this stuff up sort of half. Let's see. So yes, once again, riveting YouTube content. Everybody, talk amongst yourselves. You do that anyway.
And no, it's definitely not Liz. And
Well,
Liz is absolutely right. If she'd have done anything, I would have reached out to her and said, "What the hell are you doing involved in this crap?" Just like I did to many of the others.
let's see. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure this is not the one, but I want to check. But this is one that I would I quite possibly could have been. Uh, it's not Fraud of the Reaper, is it?
No, you're close. First name's right.
Yeah,
Forfeitor Wrangler.
Roundup, right?
Wrangler.
Wrangler, yeah. How did I end up looking at his stuff? I must have been doing a search, and then Wrangler. Here we go. Okay, audit the audit.
It's under his
Oh,
community post.
if I could spell, I would be. I would like, probably have been an editor or something. Um, all right, let's actually make this a little more interesting for people.
Yeah, it's under the community post.
Repost, community. Yeah, why was I looking at his community page? Must have been a link from somewhere or some mention someone did. 11 days ago. Good morning, everyone. I have to say a few things. This is the one. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Um, Carrie left the room for a moment and says she missed all the fun. Sorry, Carrie. Probably scroll up and see it. Let's see. I'm gonna read this because I skimmed it before, and now I'm gonna have a totally different viewpoint on this. Good morning, everyone. This is
Now,
Fraud.
before you do,
Okay.
context to this message. This is after he's been informed I'm coming for him for what he's been doing. He's
Okay.
aware at this point that everything has broken open and that I know.
And that you guys have been putting together a broadcast for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
For today, rather.
Yep.
This afternoon at 3:30 my time, so Pacific time. Let's see. Okay, so this is him trying to do preemptive damage control, basically, or saying that we should be attacking each other, if I recall. So let's see. As in each other being defined as we're not First Amendment auditors, we're not cop watchers, etc., etc. All right. Good morning, everyone. I've got this is Farther Wrangler. I'm reading, not my words. Good morning, everyone. I have to say a few things, and I've actually been up a couple of nights thinking on things, and we as a group of friends and patriots need to. Why is patriots capitalized? We need to think about some things. I've been noticing it for a minute, and deep down, I was hoping we'd get back to right, naive, I guess, but I digress. We started this, all of us, to take a united stand against frauditors who do despicable things in the name of that document that so many of us took an oath to defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It's always a fine line to walk when exposing the disgusting things these people do, and we must have regular gut check moments and make sure that we're not fighting evil by becoming it. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. We are all, well, in my clumsy way, we all are smart enough and old enough to know it doesn't work like that. You can't get a little bit pregnant, quote unquote. But as of now, we as a group of hardworking patriots must get back to doing things the right way, which is research into the disgusting grifters and exposing them, but do it the right way. That means no more cyber stalking, no more real world harassment. As I said, I've spoken to Falcax, I don't know, and I've also spoken to some other men and women in the community who I truly and deeply respect without hesitation or reservation. Having said that, I'll say this. I understand that some of you are upset over this post, and that if you need to leave, as much as I would hate to see that happen, I'll understand. But at the end of the day, I can't engage in any kind of conduct that would put my family in danger of any kind, and I should have said something much earlier than I have, but I let my loyalty and emotions overrule my intelligence and my own conscience when certain people were doxing friends of ours, and as a leader, I must at all times think with the head that's on my shoulders, not to the other one. This is not an order. It's a plea to all of you to get back to doing things the right way, because I know we are better than what we have been lately. I'm not saying that we were not provoked, but that's what separates us from them is we know we have to use our brains to make decisions, not our hearts only. I love all of you, and I thank you for your loyalty and your dedication to showing these people for the trash that they are, but let's get back to doing it the right way. Until then, Farther Wrangler. Well, I think you should have probably done a second draft.
Yeah, I did reply to it in my own brief manner.
In here?
Yeah, it'll be in there somewhere amongst the comments.
Here's Sue Me. Fredo got a family and friends, nothing else. Let's see. Thank you for saying this. I recently stopped viewing. Oh, viewing his lives. So here's one of his viewers who thought he was going too far. It's turned into intense fighting, hate, and anger and violence. Fraud News Network. I agree. I've never encouraged cyber stalking. Well, this has gone too far when kids and families are being affected. We have acknowledged the harm we're causing to others. Think about this, people. So yeah, there's one of his readers or viewers that didn't particularly care the direction things have been going in. He says he never encouraged cyberstalking. Two wrongs don't make a right. Oh no, this is another guy. Fraudster News Network. I keep forgetting how many people have similar names. Shiz, you're a solid dude, Wrangler. Never stoop to the levels that the people you speak out against stoop to. Has Troll Mafia people, have they been doing it?
No.
No, okay, good. That's what I was a little concerned about because I think I'm still subscribed.
Troll Mafia have always shown very, very good judgment on where that line is. They've towed up to the line without doubt.
Yep.
But they have never crossed that line to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, that's been my impression as well. So, let's see. Yeah.
Because if they have, you better believe I'd have called that shit out too.
Yeah. Let's see. Detractors will say what they want, but your actions ultimately define you. Stay gold, pony boy. Okay. All right. So everyone's agreeing with him.
Except for this little irate Welsh guy.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find him. Oh, here's somebody. Tanny, super necessary, BS detector. I see him in your guys' chat every so often.
Her.
Her? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm kind of old school. If I don't know whether it's a male or female, I default to he.
That's right. I only know because they bought some merch and sent us a picture of them in the merch.
Ah, okay. And is Fraudster Wrangler delete clips? I don't think so.
No. God, no. We outed who Delete Law's clips was a long time ago. When we pulled up his criminal record and he got very, very upset about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Let's see. Only frauds. My apologies to everyone. Community, followers, subs, and haters. It was never my intention to bring everyone to the point of infighting. Jeremiah has made his own bed and must sleep in it every night. I brought my
the
man into our community.
Shit.
This Only Frauds guy.
He's neck deep in it.
Brother, you allowed me into your channel and this community with open arms, and you put a lot of trust in me. I took this rift between Jeremiah and I. Oh, so he used to be Jeremiah's buddy. And threw it into your channel where a lot of people questioned my stance commitment to your channel. I took subscribers away and made people who were here watching not wanted to watch anymore. I apologize to you all, and I hope to gain your trust back.
Yeah, things that are never going to happen.
Let's see. Oh, Becca's here now. Hey, Becca. And don't take the fault of someone else, man. It's not your fault. Wrangler said in the other comment that he was calling himself and whoever Falcax is. So Only Frauds is putting out preemptive apologies as well. Okay.
So he should.
I'm me. Basically supportive. Fraudster Reaper. It's never okay for our community creators to send our subs into a Fraudster's live and troll or harass them. It's never okay for us to behave like a Fraudster channel and only focus on hate bashing. It's never okay for us to hurt each other's channels so that we can feel bigger. And lastly, it's never okay for us to behave superior. I'm not understanding this post or where it's coming from. I started my channel with the intent, and I've never steered any state away other than to go after the worst. What channels are doing what you claim? I know of at least two, but it's not my place to call them out. So this post is confusing. Okay, so Fraud of the Reaper sounds like she's not part of the mess.
She's not.
That's good, because I rather like her stuff.
So do I. And I was very pleased to hear that she was not.
Okay. Too many lies and keyboard warriors happening. It's not helping anything and getting annoying, says Lol Cow Elite. Oh, here we go. Here's somebody. Do you want to read your own statement or shall I?
Oh, you can. I can't read that. It's too small.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Someday I'll fix that. I'll figure out how to do it the real way. All right. So we have Welsh News Network here saying something. Oh, there's a good question. Did they pretend to be Kick? Is that where this whole Kick thing comes from?
Some of it is part of that.
Where he's now apparently the great.
It wasn't just Kick they pretended to be.
Oh. All right. So Welsh News Network said in response to the first post at the top. Okay. Now, want to tell the real story or continue the self-serving bullcrap? Or would you rather I did? Fraud of the Wrangler replies, I'm not sure what it is exactly you think I've done, but I would be happy to discuss it with you, sir. Maybe you believe this, and maybe you don't, but I have tremendous respect for you, and I would welcome the chance to right any ways I've wronged you. And let's see. Then we've got three. Someone with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious as their screen name put up popcorn that they're eating while watching this unfold. And then says not even 7-day-old sock. What is that?
Coded tried to reply insulting me through his sock account.
And it's been deleted, I guess.
I have no idea.
Let's see. Wahaha, Pigpen Patrol, what a big bunch of clowns. So far, you've wrangled exactly 0 auditors. Good work, Patriots. Godspeed. So that'll be all the replies to that comment, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, there must be something deleted, like you said, because this guy responded to something that's not there anymore.
Yeah, it was a thing by Coded telling Fraudita Wrangler, I'm evil and he shouldn't believe me and I won't do anything to him.
Well, he'll do a broadcast. That's come as it may. If they've done nothing wrong, they have nothing to hide.
They've got a lot to hide. It's not that they've broken YouTube terms of services, but you can start creating a laundry list of which laws they broke.
Oh boy. Wow.
It's not just a question of the moral line of decency. Oh, no. It is very much past the legal line of what is acceptable.
Yeah.
You're going to be very, very pissed off and disappointed, Les, is the honest answer.
I guess there's an aspect to this community, whatever it is, this part of YouTube that I've just not really noticed. The whole invoking of patriotism and such. I know that you said it was because he was.
It's partly to aim at me and partly to give him cover through being a vet. I got news for him. His vet says just doesn't buy him shit with me. Join the club. We've got fucking t-shirts made.
Yeah.
There are usually 6 members of our panel, 3 of whom are vets. So, yeah, it's not getting you shit. What you did yesterday does not excuse what you do today.
Yeah. Wow. Huh.
But even he, in his non-apology PR thing, is dumb enough to admit that it goes beyond cyberstalking to real-world harassment.
Yeah. He should have run this by someone, and he should learn how to use paragraph breaks.
Well, yes, but he was writing it very, very quickly. Because that was posted up approximately 3 minutes after he'd been told.
Oh my. Okay. So who's this guy? Now I'm just curious about this whole thing because I'm on
Falcax runs Playboys in Crime.
Playboys in Crime.
Yeah.
Never heard of him. I'm being educated.
He is someone who definitely should know better. I think it's spelt the same way as you spell it, with the I instead of the Y.
Okay. So the sarcastic way. All right, I see.
Yeah.
That's only spelled that way because of the "What's up, Playboys?"
Yeah, same reason as theirs.
Okay.
There it is, PIC.
Playboys in Crime.
A show I've been on.
Oh, Witch of Heart.
Yep.
I know who that is. I think she's even subscribed to my channel, I think. Oh, she's married to what's his name, right?
Mark the Sarcastic Lawyer. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know them, but I know of them through your channel, basically, and from the fact that she came over here and was nice enough to subscribe. Let's see. And she had a couple of neat videos on her channel, too, I watched. So, 2 months ago, Val goes off on Chili. So they're doing mostly lives, like, well, me and you. And
Yeah.
last night, the roasting fraud of their trolls. Guess who's back?
Unfortunately, Falcax has been heavily involved in everything that Frauditor Wrangler is doing. He was acting basically as Frauditor Wrangler's second in charge.
Okay. Well, and they're doing this behind the scenes and out of view, so none of these live streams would. Well, they give hints probably, but
they do give a lot of hints, and surprisingly, no, they're dumb enough that a lot of the stuff on their lives, they openly admit to what they were doing behind the scenes.
Oh, here you are.
Yeah, I've been on there a few times.
Yeah. Oh, there's Shuggy.
Yep.
I think. Okay. And I recognize Witch of Hearts. Huh. Okay. All right. What am I? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I tried to make it bigger and didn't work. Let's see. Someone here. I'm just looking at the chat to see. The community, natural gravitate too, because they exude relatability and a firm grasp on reality. There are others who seem to be putting on a show. Well,
I think most of us put on a show to one degree or another. To
yeah.
be fair.
I mean, we kind of have to one degree or another. I mean,
You kind of want people to watch it.
yeah. um, and I try to talk a lot more here on YouTube than I do in real life. I would just sit and read. Uh, uh, let's see. Good, it's still on point then. Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting tomorrow. Um, so I guess we're in for a whole new chapter of drama surrounding the frauditors versus the anti-frauditors. And
Unfortunately.
you guys going to be up in the tower of your castle there and lobbing
Oh, I
grenades.
think with this one we're going to be manning the battlements.
Oh my! Oh
Because
my!
I'm imagining a few people are going to be rather annoyed and possibly might try and have a poke back.
Yeah. Oh, it's most certainly Virgo. Uh,
Yeah, there are one or two who have been doing that.
yeah. Um, yeah. Again, I am not in depth enough in to really express who I would think is that, um, but yeah,
I won't express who I think is that because that's fine as long as they don't cross the line.
yeah, yep,
I take the view of you do you, boo. It's your show. You have fun with it.
yep,
As long as you're not crossing the line, what business of mine is it?
yeah. No, and I've said this a couple of times, and I'll repeat it again. I really couldn't couldn't care less about uh, Chilito going out there and harassing people and having his stupid ideas about the Constitution and his inability to actually read a book and understand which historical figures coexisted and which came side by side. So when he started trying to silence people that hurt his fifis or that didn't agree with him, then he's a problem in my mind. So I'm not really aware of who the players are. Glenn Serio, I became aware of because A, he's in my neighborhood, and B, he went beyond the pale when he was at that one police precinct, uh, filming through the windows and doing crap like that and just being a complete asshole. But them being assholes and showing the world that they're assholes, I'm of the mindset that they put that behavior out there. We all get to see it. The smart people are going to just walk away from them, and the stupid people are going to let us know where they are, and then I guess we can put them on Cholito's island that he wants to build. I don't know, but yeah, if they've been actually going after them out in the real world for them just, well, they're going out in the real world and doing stuff, but they're doing stupid stuff that everybody sees as stupid stuff. The main problem that I see is that they are tying up some cop's time that could be better spent. Um, and I'm just kind of rambling now because,
It's a shit ton to take in.
yeah, yeah. I again, being on the fringes, it seemed like what I consider the right side of this whole thing. I assumed they were smarter. I just did, even though I said that yeah, they're going to be idiots on any side of a debate or any side of internet drama. But I really thought that the people that were laughing at the frauditors and poking holes in their theories, I really thought that this side, I'll put myself on that side, this side was better than what it sounds like. So yeah,
Was supposed to be.
yeah. But I'm glad to hear that, at least from your guys' research, the folks that I've seen that I liked don't seem to be uh, mirror image of the other jackasses. Uh-oh. Oh boy.
What?
No, no, just I was reacting to a cat and
Ah,
just reacting, thinking about what a mess this is going to be.
oh, it's going to be horrible.
Um, and I thought Dr. Dave was going to be the biggest shit show that I come across in. Um, wow. Yeah, I'm a little speechless because uh, has enough of her own problems. Give a shit about Chile. Well, yeah,
Chili's entertaining for the most part. Occasionally, he's dangerous, and occasionally, you feel sorry for the people he's ripping off.
yeah.
But for the most part, he's entertaining.
Well, again, my problem is I have a knee jerk reaction to anyone that uh, wants to censor folks.
Yeah,
That's
but even his attempts at that are so awful, they're entertaining.
yeah, yeah. But that goes back to my knee jerk reaction. You know, you start head down that route. I feel obligated to throw rocks in your direction. Even again, I'm a complete and utter nobody, but I will still speak up anyway.
Ain't we all?
Well, no.
Yes, last time I checked, we're all a bunch of jackasses on the internet.
Well, okay, yes, that is true. And that is where, again, I think these things should stay, even when it's writing newspaper columns. And one lady told me she saw me crossing the street and was thinking about running me down with her car. And again, I thought, well, write a letter. You don't run somebody down with your car because you disagree with their opinion on something. Um,
No.
you don't go out and try to ruin people's lives over some stupid thing on YouTube.
You certainly don't set them up and manipulate them to make them look worse than they are.
Yeah, because and two reasons not to do that. Three reasons, but one, it's just wrong and immoral, and two, when it comes out that you've done that, and it will come out eventually, as I'm gleaning it's going to, they look better and you look worse.
Yeah.
Because your position suddenly is clearly, you thought your position was so weak that you had to engage in shady shenanigans and assholery. You being the people that were making the other person look bad. Uh, wow. Um, well, you can always catch the replay, Carrie. It's one thing also I like about the Welsh News Network. At
We
least,
don't delete anything, ever.
yeah, yep. And even if other people try to make you delete it, you just repost it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's all up
Hey,
there.
but don't forget, I'm against freedom of speech.
Well, yeah, because you're bribing people to like you, right?
Yeah, apparently. By the way, checks in the mail.
Thank you, thank you. Oh wait, we're still in front of the audience. Crap.
Damn it, I suck at this bribing bit.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez, you should have waited until. Oh, well, whatever. What are they gonna do about it?
But then they keep changing their mind on that. On the one hand, I'm bribing people to support me. On the other hand, I've become so egotistical since got monetized that I no longer spend super chats in other people's shows.
Oh my.
I wish they'd make up their minds on which kind of villain I am and just stick to it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to play the role they want when they won't pick the damn role.
Keeps changing. Yeah. Well, tell them if they need someone to, write a script for them or an outline, at least. I'll cast you as a proper kind of villain. We'll get them on the same page. Uh, that used to be my job. Continuity control. Seems like these people need it. Bye, Sue Bear. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
See you, Suba.
And yeah, we could always do that. You just all the above, whatever it calls for at any moment in time.
That sounds like hard work.
Oh,
I'm afraid my acting ability lacks the required talent.
oh boy.
The
Wow.
immense fun and joy of finding this shit out. There are some things you just wish you didn't know.
Yeah. This is going to be fascinating. I hope things stay quiet so I have time to just stay in my office and have you guys on in the background. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all are. It's going to be a long 12, 15 hours, I guess. Or I'll have to, I'll have to catch the replay like I was telling
We
Terry.
gave you a sneak peek. We're being nice.
Yes. Oh, yes. No, I'm glad that you came by to do that. Otherwise, I would just have been dumping on Dave and people who SWAT people, and it sounds like maybe some of these folks that you are exposing are the sort of folks who would do swatting.
Oh, yes. Despite the fact everybody knows after the incidents that's happened with swatting how incredibly dangerous and stupid it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because people have literally lost their lives through this.
Yep. Yep. And
I mean, one of the ridiculous precautions when we started this we had to take out was to contact our local police forces to tell them what we were doing. So that we didn't get swatted.
You mean the channel in general or this specific project?
The channel in general.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of the things I had to insist that people did.
Yeah. Wow.
Surrender Monkey, a lot more than 5.
Oh, wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Okay.
There were 5 other frauditor channels on their enemies/hit list, but there were a lot more anti-frauditor channels involved.
Oh, wow. So, I don't quite know. This is going to come out wrong.
Ask away.
But no, it's more of a statement. It's that this is actually real news coverage and real reporting. It sounds like
Pretty much.
where most of the time, well, at least what I've seen on you guys' channel, it's more commentary and um, yeah, more commentary channel. No, wait, that's wrong. You did do one other one, and you actually sent me some of the data.
We've done 3 serious ones out of about 120 broadcasts.
Yeah, and yeah, it's Virgo. You guys going to be throwing up the evidence, I assume, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
And eyewitnesses.
Okay. Because you're going to run into the same sort of thing that you had. I mean, it's not going to be as bad, but over on what's her name's channel, Lauren De Laguna, uh, when you were talking to uh,
Oh, Turtle Boy.
Turtle Boy, yes. You're going to have people that are just going to, rant and rave and throw out crap and not paying any attention to any of the documents that are being put up there. So, I mean,
Oh, of course.
unless you have the documents put up, they're going to say it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Well, no, it's not. Here you go. So excellent. Not that you need my approval, but that's good to hear.
Oh, there are still a few old grey cells rattling around the skull.
Oh, yeah. So wait, you said you've been swatted, Virgo? That really sucks. Uh, let's see. It's across both communities, people being assholes and auditing each other. Yeah, Carrie, that's exactly it. Don't they understand it makes them just as bad as the frauditors? And yeah, that's what what's his name was trying to. Frauditor Wrangler was kind of trying to position himself, saying that I gather we're sorry it got out of hand. We never meant for it to get out of hand, and it was just it's a thing that I saw developing, and I should have stepped in and stopped it. Um,
Yeah, that works well when you're the leader.
yeah, well, he even says that too. That I'm a leader and I should have stopped it, but he was in the instigator. You're saying?
Yep, he was the leader of it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, not familiar with the guy. I don't think I'm ever going to become familiar with the guy at this point.
And there's, with all his thing, there's a old saying that comes back to my mind every time when I hear people doing all that of, we should have known better, we meant the best, blah, 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 blah. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah. So this guy's channel, what? Oh, all right. So his channel is sort of on my level.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
But he put it together in about 6 weeks.
oh, oh, okay. I just kind of assumed that for that they'd been at this for a while.
No.
Interesting.
A lot of the other channels that are involved with it, they've been involved for a long, long time.
Oh, he hasn't even really. Well, at least under this username, hasn't been on YouTube for that all that long either. Only since
No.
October of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, did you ensure it wasn't someone who was just deep trolling?
Yes.
Because that's what kept tripping up Cholito. After all, he kept getting scoops that were being fed to him by, you know.
6 independent sources. 2 3 people who, when I pointed out I knew what was going on and they were on the peripheries of it, started singing like canaries.
Hmm. I'm sitting here making faces and thinking because YouTube, for me, it's just fun and games,
It
and
is for me most of the time.
this whole thing is pushing pushing professional buttons in me, and I'm starting to think along lines that really don't go well with this sort of goofiness. At least the way I like to think of YouTube, even the people that annoy me.
Occasionally, sometimes real life comes crashing into YouTube.
Yeah. Um, God. No, I'm. Yeah, of course. Now I'm also thinking along the lines of who are these people in real life, and that's something that we can't talk about on the air anyway. But
No.
this is wow. Um, Got a call from the country lawn. Officer showed up while you were gaming. Next morning found continues. Okay. Well, at least you're better than me. Uh, Evidence that had been someone on the lawn. Called them back. Oh, there were drugs on your lawn. Oh. Kind of like the lady I thought was dead on my uh, at the bottom of my driveway when uh, came home early one morning after doing a double shift, and I called the police there, but they came out because I'm right around the corner, and he went up and he just kind of prodded her with his foot, and that woke her up. I didn't want to. I didn't. I was afraid to touch it or disturb it. And she wasn't reacting when I literally yelled at her. So, but yeah, that's not swatting. That's me calling the cops on myself. But I call BS. Wrangler had misspoken many of the times even before he launched his channel. Okay. So he was active on other channels, and then he started this one.
Yep.
But he didn't join YouTube under this name until October 22. Whereas again, I had mine. I think I made mine in 2011, and then didn't use it for anything but watching other people's videos until recently.
Same.
Okay.
I made mine years ago and was just watching stuff.
Yeah.
And then helping out behind the scenes at a couple of channels, and then got talked into starting my own.
Yeah. Yeah. I just one day said, "Hey, I have a channel. I should do something with it." Because I realized just by having a YouTube account, you have a YouTube channel. So anyone can be a quote content creator. All right, Carrie. See you tomorrow.
I completely agree with you, Liz.
What did Liz say?
If people get pissed about asking questions and asking for clarification on stuff, then that makes me go, Yep,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yep. And the kind of whole preemptive damage control is also what's kind of flicking a couple of switches in my head and making me speculate and making me
Well,
making me want to go watch some of those live streams and go, nope, I don't have the time or the willpower.
inclination.
Yeah, I'll leave that
One
up.
one of the side effects of having gone after so many of the frauditors is, oh boy, have we become quite good at tracking shit down.
Yeah. And what is this? Mermaids followed you home. Wait, you know something I don't, Surrender Monkey?
They're
Uh-oh.
coming to finish you off.
I know, that's what I'm starting to be worried about. Uh, we'll send them Liz's way. She's the one who's going to be eating, was it cod tomorrow or something I saw you talking about?
Virgo, I accept no responsibility at all. On behalf of Welsh News Network, we do not accept any responsibility for other people's stupidity in signing up for YouTube.
Oh no, I meant they caught me out. They caught me outside the museum. Not. I didn't catch them outside. That would have been terrifying. Um,
I don't know. Actual proof of mermaids might be worth a few quid.
that is true. That is true. Uh,
Oh, damn it. I missed the opportunity there to use a really good pun. Damn it.
all right. Don't remember the setup, or I'd say, okay, let's wind it back, take two. But
Oh, that was it. Oh, I don't know. The opportunity to prove mermaids exist? That might be worth a few squid.
yes. Oh, it was carp. Okay. Oh, eating crap. Okay, I see. No, the woman sleeping with the cop kicking her. Oh my, I am so absolutely confused. And yes, I do need to wake up. And actually, I just noticed that we've been going for an hour and
Could it be the film Mermaid?
the woman sleeping with the
You
cop.
know, Splash, Daryl Hannah, back in the 80s.
I think that guy was a construction worker. I think they did have actually at the maybe Surrender Monkey is referring to this because they did actually have a clip from Splash running at the Mermaid Museum. Um, but no, it's also the fact that my I am starting to fade a bit, and I am trying very hard not to get too preoccupied about uh, trying to see if there's any patterns I can pick up on what little I've watched of these various frauditor channels, and it is not good because I don't have enough information to work with, and I should just wait and watch the broadcast tomorrow. Damn it! Oh, that. Okay, I was not even thinking. Oh, I didn't connect those things at all. Because the woman sleeping outside my place, that was
Wait, the woman sleeping outside your place was a mermaid?
no, she wasn't, but she could have been. Oh, Virgo, you live in probably somewhere not too far from where I am then.
Yep. Your
Uh,
cat is having a lot of fun in the background, by the way. It's awesome to watch.
oh, was she back there rolling around and
Looked
yeah.
like you may have had a bug or something come in and she was trying to catch it, and yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, this cat, both her and her brother, I picked them up a couple of years ago or adopted them. I have no idea what the history is. They had been brought into the shelter. They got adopted by some guy who then got transferred overseas 2 months later and didn't want to put them through quarantine, so he gave them back. I was at Christmas dinner with some friends, and a friend volunteered at the shelter and said, "Hey, you've been talking about wanting to get cats. You should come see these cats." And I came saw that, and looked at the cats. The brother was very outgoing, gregarious, and friendly, and exploring. And they let him out of the pet area, and he went out in the store and went exploring. The girl, who was one that you saw playing in the background, Zoe, she must have been badly abused when she was a little kitten, because they told me that she's afraid of hands and that she doesn't like to play. She just wants to watch, but she doesn't play. Well, no one had apparently tried hard enough to make her not afraid of hands, because she's no longer afraid of hands. At least not my hands. I can pet her without her lashing out or running away, and she plays just fine. It's when her brother shows up and comes bouncing in, then she then retreats and watches him play. So yeah, that's my little rescue cat. So I'm glad to hear that she was back there playing. But no, it probably was a bug, because there's no toy over there. So yeah, it probably was a bug, because I had the balcony door open, because it was almost 90 degrees here today, and that is.
Damn it, Steve! You just gave it away. You're not in the basement.
Ah, crap! So I did. Yeah,
We're not doing well tonight. We're giving away shit that we shouldn't be.
I am. Yeah, I think that's actually a good sign that I'm getting too tired for this, and I should be wrapping it up for the evening.
Yeah, otherwise you might start talking about your career in the CIA.
Yeah, and giving too much detail out about it.
I mean, look what happened last time. That bruise on your arm, everyone thinks it's because genuine reasons. We all know it was because they got fed up of you talking and, came to have a word with you. Punishment.
I'm having flashbacks right now, so sorry. Yeah, the mermaid biting me is just a story. I'm about to break down in tears now. Thank you for bringing back those horrible memories. Yeah.
No one ever came to a Welshman for sympathy.
Yes, we will have to. We will have to end this before I give away something serious. Yeah, that's actually one thing about houses in Washington. A lot of them are, well,
Sorry, I just saw what Surrender Monkey put.
yeah, and I was trying not to look, but yes, Liz is correct. The houses here are split level houses are, yeah, they're yes. People don't have real basements. They have the lower level that goes out onto the backyard, and then they have a split level, and then a third split level, and yeah, stairs. Washingtonians like their stairs. That is a true fact. And on that exciting note, I think I'm going to wrap it up, and never to get to the swatting, but probably no one was as concerned about that as I am, since it was Steve Bannon, who the article was about, that got swatted for the second time. And nobody likes Steve Bannon, including Steve Bannon, I would assume. Actually, I'm indifferent toward him, but
Maybe it was some of his 5,000 stormtroopers.
yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes, that is also a hallmark of Washington State. No air conditioning. I have a friend who has air conditioning, so I like going to her house. But we're going to wrap this up. Dan, thank you very much for coming up and for giving us a preview of tomorrow's broadcast, or tonight's broadcast.
No problem.
3:30 Pacific time, 4:30 Mountain time, and so on and so forth across the United States. I don't know where it is elsewhere in the world. It's really nice for you.
11:30 GMT, or BST rather, because we're in summertime.
Yeah. That will never stop amusing me. BST. Okay. Yeah. Just one last clarification there for Surrender Monkey. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll talk to you all tomorrow in the side chat over on Multi News Network. Have a good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you are. And thanks again, Dan.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Talk to you later.